Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 28. Guys, first off, Mockingbird gets recognized as a brilliant scientist, and she goes off to stop the missile that's flying out there to gas all the people of Symkaria. Okay, that's it. This was a great issue, and hope to see you next week. No, I'm joking, of course, next month. No, I'm joking, but yeah, much love for the Mockingbird recognition on that. I love it. So Silver Sable, she goes to stop her sister. Parker goes after the Goblin. Editor Nick Lowe is gonna, I'll give like a shout out to Eminem or to Slot, for something great in this issue. No. This goes out to Nick Lowe, the assistant editor, whatever. He absolutely amazing. He goes and he actually references something in here. The first time, and the only time apparently, that the Green Goblin used a gas on Spider-Man to get rid of his spider sense. That's, I miss that in Marvel. DC does that once in a while. Marvel almost never does it anymore. Seriously, Marvel, I want to see a lot more of that. Marvel used to always do that. You'd have like 6 of those references sometimes in a comic book, and it never got old to me. Never once got old. Tells you how to go back and find these issues and whatnot. Like, how do you go wrong with something like that? Just get on and do your job, all right? So there were a lot of really good parts in here. One of my favorite parts was when, Green Goblin at one point gets rid of all of Spider-Man's powers, and it's just one-on-one. And he says, why are you coming after me? Why are you charging it? Like, I was minding my own business in South America. Nobody was bothering you, Parker. Why are you bothering me? And he actually says at one point, Parker, seriously, what did I ever do to you? So Peter Parker doesn't even say anything. He just remembers. And he doesn't have to remember all these different memories and whatnot. He just remembers the end of the Silver Age when Gwen Stefani was killed by the Green Goblin, Norman Osborne. And he just goes buck wilding and just starts beating the living snot out of the Green Goblin. Now they're going back and forth. They wind up falling and landing in a snowbank outside, and this, that, and the other thing, all these crazy things going on, and beats him with a rock. He uses biology knowledge. But, there is a really good point in here that I know that it was tried to be staved off a little bit. Parker tries to say, no, I've earned everything that I've done, blah, blah, blah. But no, sorry, I got to admit that this is right on. Green Goblin was right on. The idea is like everything you got was basically luck. It was all basically just luck. Everything that has happened to you is just luck. And that's it. But I worked hard. And listen, man, some people are just simply born with different IQs. You know what I'm saying? I don't curse on anybody for not being as smart as somebody else. I get upset if somebody's not intellectually curious, scientifically curious, but curiosity is different from the idea of not actually being able to comprehend certain things. And no, Parker was born gifted, like intellectually gifted. He has a very high IQ. He's considered one of the smartest people in the world, So yeah, there's that. But in the end, when it's all resolved, Nick Fury severs all ties with Parker Industries, and yeah, I don't know how they're going to survive at this point. You sit there and you think, did Parker ever learn from Tony Stark? Yeah, like literally learning from his mistakes that you can't weaponize people and think that you're going to be perfectly okay. So in many ways, this is actually good for Parker Industries. It's not going to help them financially because they lost S.H.I.E.L.D. That's their biggest supplier, their biggest contract. But when push comes to shove, you don't want to be arming S.H.I.E.L.D. Like, get the hell out of town with that. You don't want to be arming S.H.I.E.L.D. You know what I'm saying? War profiteers, some of the absolute worst people that have ever existed on the face of the planet, high IQ or no. All right. So yeah, I'm glad that he's not doing that because that just really made, I was just really salty towards the idea of Peter Parker for the longest time when, he started hooking up with S.H.I.E.L.D. like that. So the ties are severed. I was actually kind of hoping that he would have severed the ties and realized and just done the right thing. That's not really always what Parker does. Great responsibility, great power and great responsibility doesn't always mean great conflict resolution. So there's that. Guys, I'm going to give this comic a B+. Very fulfilling Goblin story, the whole thing. Plus, they're promising that it's going to wind up getting better. He's going to actually try and get his powers back. Really, really looking forward to that. Also, next issue, man, Superior Octopus. I am so looking forward to it. Anyway, guys, Professor Bell, Comic Book University, class dismissed.